James Gallo, Derek Kletzel running through a 3-2 Warrior win as we go downstairs. Matt Greek Coaches Show with Assistant Coach Curtis Pereverzoff. Curtis, just overall Hall of Fame weekend. How nice is it to come away with a victory tonight?
Yeah, obviously it was nice to get this one. Obviously been a pretty special last couple of days. I think it's great for the guys on our team to see two guys get celebrated like that in Brodziak and Boychuk. They obviously had legit careers in the NHL. Obviously one winning a Stanley Cup there, played a lot of hockey games, and I thought they had a lot of cool things to say, even if it was stories. So it was nice to cap it off with a big win here tonight.
Curtis, it seemed as though in the first period this team got off to a pretty slow start. Do you think that early penalty kill helped motivate this hockey team for the rest of the first period?
Yeah, I think obviously liked our penalty kill the last few games. I think we've been generating scoring chances off our kill. I think it's been able to provide some momentum when we're able to get back to 5-on-5. Just thought our 5-on-5 play, throughout most of the game, I just thought we were a little bit slow. Didn't like our start. I thought a team that was up in Saskatoon last night would have liked for us to jump on them a little quicker. But I think at the end of the day, we had to find a way to win, and we did.
I know, fighting's not a big part of hockey anymore. But how about the job Cohen Williams does? Do you think that your bench got some of the lift from what he did to protect himself?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think, he wants to play big and physical. I've never obviously see Willie drop the mitts there, but obviously held his own just fine. And, definitely got the bench going on the bench and in the room after the period there. A lot of guys giving some stick taps to him. So, I think in these kinds of games, you have to find some to rally around. And, I think that was one of the moments that we were able to rally around.
You're up 2-1 and we're talking up here, killer instinct, and you guys are able to provide that. Pavel McKenzie with a big goal to get it to 3-1.
Yeah, I thought the power play had some good looks there too, and I think Pav to score that goal when he did was a big moment in the game, and we have to find ways to like you said there, bring that killer instinct. It'd be nice to see it a little bit earlier in the game, but at the end of the day, we're able to do it and come away with one.
Would you agree or disagree? Third period, you guys just continued to push. Didn't go into prevent defense. It looked like you still had that killer instinct trying to get another.
Yeah, just that was the message. Keep pushing pucks north. We didn't want to be turning around. I think we turn around in our own zone, bad things start to happen. So the message was to just manage the neutral zones, keep pucks going north. Still thought we had some good forechecks, and I thought we were able to eat a little bit of time down there with our F1 and F2. So that was a bright spot for sure.
Lost your captain in the first period, Lyndon Lakovich, crashing into the Bronco net. He left the game, did not return. Will not ask for an update on that right now because I'm assuming you do not have an update on your captain. But as the game progressed, how good was it to see your depth come through and continue to push without arguably one of the best players in the Western Hockey League?
Yeah, he's it goes without saying what he does for our group on and off the ice. But I think when it happened, it was just about us regrouping. Guys were a little bit hot, and we were able to settle down a little bit and just get back to our game plan. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that guys are filling spots and filling roles, and that's just part of the game. I think everyone knows that it's kind of that next man up mentality, and you're not going to replace a player like that, but it's certainly guys need to step up and fill roles for themselves.
You got some saves tonight. Chase Woodsky as well. You think about the first period, made that big save in the early moments of the Swift Current Broncos. Derek and I talked, he just looked calm and seemed to have a presence in the pipes tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to describe it. I thought exactly the same thing. I thought he was calm back there, especially a couple high dangerous scoring chances early. Just weather the storm, and that's what we talk about with our goaltending. Obviously, 3 or less is the standard, and just be calm in there. And I think when we get calm goaltending like that, it allows us to play a little bit more free on the other side of things.
Hey, one last thing. Did you happen to see that Stanley Cup ring? Oh my God!
Yeah, I got a mitt full of it when I shook his hand before heading out for the game. Pretty cool. Cool to see. I know ours are big, but those are a whole nother level. It'd be nice to get one of those one day.
You touched on it, Curtis, and this is last question. I'm going to ask our player this as well. What do you hope your team can learn by hearing about Johnny Boychuk and Kyle Brodziak, hearing others talk about, what they meant to them and hearing about what they meant to the community?
I think 2 things stand out. I think obviously the amount of people that reach back and talk about them not just individually as players, but how they were as teammates. I think that that definitely sticks out. I think that's real important. I think that's something that our team can take away for sure is understanding that, yeah, you can have good individual players, but if they're able to buy into a team mentality, special things can happen. And obviously they were able to make some special memories within Moose Jaw when they came through. And we saw that 2 years ago with our group that was able to go on a run too. It's all about having strong individual players, but them able to put their egos aside and come together as a team. And those are things that really stood out for me.
Agri Coaches Show with Assistant Coach Curtis Pereverzoff. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck as you get ready for road trips into Lethbridge and Calgary coming up next week.
Can't wait. Thanks, guys.
Warriors 19-year-old defenseman Brady Ness will join us. Brady, team win here tonight. You happy with the way you guys buckled down? You lost your captain in the first period. They got a little emotional there after that, but it seemed as though you guys regrouped, refocused, and worked ahead.
Absolutely. I think it's a character win. Obviously, you never like to see a player like Lack go down, but I think we regrouped well. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest win by all means, but we got the job done.
What was pretty was your setup on the Matthew Lajoie goal, and it started on a back check inside your own zone. Can you take us through the play? And Brady, I mean, the hands you're showing right now, it's pretty impressive.
Thanks, James. I mean, honestly, I was just trying to, threw a puck up in the middle, and then they had a little rush, so I tried to back check, and then got sick on puck, turned it up the ice, and then just kind of cut middle, put puck on the net, and then Laj is in a great spot there and puts it in the net.
Known as a big, physical, strong player, you had the great rush there, but how happy were you for your line mate, Cohen Williams, stands up, delivers a big hit, and then sticks up for himself? I described it as you look like you're the happiest man in the ring.
Absolutely. That was a good fight. He's a nail gun, eh? So I'm very, very happy for him. He's a dog, yeah.
What are you hoping for coming forward from Cohen after something like that?
Yeah, I think honestly, I mean, he can be such a good player defensively. Not take away anything from his offensive game, but I think he can make the first pass. He can be a hard player to play against.
Were you happy tonight with your guys' play in the third period? You didn't go into prevent defense. You continued to push forward.
Yeah, very happy. I think just throughout the game, I think we were trying to do the right things. It wasn't perfect all the time, but I feel like we did well.
Brady, you say character win. How important is that going into a weekend or so a midweek road trip against Calgary and Lethbridge? Two tough Barns.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I think we'll be feeling good for those games.
Brady, I asked your assistant coach this just before you joined us. I will ask you to finish things up. You got a chance to hear about Kyle Brodziak and Johnny Boychuk. Maybe you connect a little bit more with a guy like Johnny Boychuk, who is a hard-nosed defenseman like yourself. But what do you think you and your teammates can learn when hearing about guys like Brodziak and Boychuk?
I think honestly, from what we took from last night, what I took from last night is just how good of guys and how hard they work at the rink, and how they're leaders off the ice, and they keep the dressing room light. They're good people. I think that really translates on the ice.
Brady Ness, congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck as you get ready for Lethbridge and Calgary.
Thanks, James.